It's leak time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be going over the latest rumours from Reddit and discussing them in great depth. But before we get into it, if you could do me a teeny tiny little favour and click that subscribe button, I'd be ever so grateful. We're trying to get to 12,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, and subscribers have skyrocketed since that Chibnall interview video I did, so thank you for all the support on that. I really do appreciate it. But with that said, let's get into the video. This one is called Doctor Who Centenary and 60th (brackets speculation). The below speculation is from a text I got from someone who used to work at BBC Cymru Wales. Please take it with a pinch of salt, I genuinely thought he was taking the piss. Janet Fielding has apparently made it very clear to sources close to her that Russell T Davies was a major part of the Centenary special. Now immediately, there is evidence to suggest this is true. I covered in a previous video how Janet Fielding actually said that Russell T Davies was involved in conversations about the Centenary special. So this actually makes a lot of sense. According to Fielding and several production staff from the Centenary special, RTD actually helped Chibnall structure the storyline for the special, as well as have a major say in what story arc plotlines needed to tie up moving into the 60th anniversary special. This again makes a lot of sense, as we know, going from Stephen Moffat to Chris Chibnall, there was conversations about how the Twice Upon a Time needed to end in order for Chris Chibnall's new era to begin. So it makes perfect logical sense for conversations to happen between Chibnall and RTD for their transition. Eve Miles, David Bradley, Sylvester McCoy, and Colin Baker all feature in the Centenary special, as well as Katie Manning. The special is the best in Chibnall's era according to the old gang, even if it was a nightmare to make. So that's interesting. That confirms a couple more people that have been speculated, most notably Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, David Bradley as returning classic Doctors presumably, and Eve Miles, who played Gwen Cooper in Torchwood. Now, I'm going to hazard a guess as to say that she's acting as the Torchwood representative mainly because, obviously, Captain Jack can't appear anymore, and to be fair, at the end of Revolution of the Daleks there was a hint towards Gwen Cooper's family in the end of the episode.
Gwen Cooper sends her love, by the way. Says she took out a Dalek with a moped and her son's boxing gloves.
Send my love to Gwen.
So it would make sense for Eve Miles to, I guess, cameo, seeing as she has been set up. But then we get into 60th anniversary stuff. The 60th anniversary is set to be heavily teased at the end of the episode, as we cut away from Jodie Whittaker mid-regeneration to a bloodied David Tennant staring into a ruined battlefield. Ships fly above him, it looks like he's on his final legs, an army of gruesome creatures make their way towards him. Suddenly a hand pops out. Christopher Eccleston's 9th Doctor helps David Tennant get back on his feet. Now, I'm calling BS on that because there is no way in hell, I'm going to put this on record, there is no way Christopher Eccleston's going to come back. Even if it was for a brief cameo. Especially not under RTD of all people and his production team, the very people that he had issues with to begin with. There's no way he is coming back for the 60th. I'm telling you that now. Matt Smith's 11th Doctor, Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor, and Paul McGann's 8th Doctor appear behind the two RTD Doctors. They stare out, determination in their eyes. Suddenly the episode cuts to black and the screen reads, "The Doctors will return in the Deadly Hero." This is all info I've got. I'm rather hopeful that it's not BS, but some of the lads have been rather misleading recently due to how secretive COVID has made set. I think the Centenary stuff could easily be legit. The 60th anniversary stuff is most likely a load of fluff, but it's interesting nonetheless. Yeah, I largely agree with this. The Centenary stuff seems fairly likely, like Katie Manning as well, they mentioned coming back. I think she's pretty much an inevitability given how she's interacted on Twitter, as well as just the fact that if you are going to get any additional companions, Katie Manning just makes sense. She's very interactive with the fan base. She's already reappeared once for a Sarah Jane Adventures episode, and she does the collection box sets. She makes sense. It would be a 7-piece representative for the show, and for the Centenary, it just makes sense. It'll be interesting to see if, obviously this is true, what capacity David Bradley will have in the story, whether they'll go the Stephen Moffat route of having him be a more politically incorrect First Doctor, or whether they'll not lean into that. Given that Chibnall tries his best to sort of rectify the mistakes of his predecessors while simultaneously making the mistakes of his predecessors, I feel like he'll try and be as authentic to the First Doctor as possible. Although that could just be a very watered down version of the character. We'll see. But yeah, this is an interesting one nonetheless. And then next we have a potential casting spoiler. Now this was originally on Gallifrey base but has been reposted onto Reddit, specifically onto r/Gallifrey. The person states, I only slip onto Gallifrey's now and again, but allegedly this person has also leaked Peter Capaldi and has a good track record with other spoilers. They are saying the 14th Doctor will be Jessica Hines. So for Doctor Who fans, that's the person who played Nurse Redfern in Humanich Family of Blood. I also know her as Cheryl from The Royal Family, which is a very good show, very good classic British sitcom, if you haven't seen that. And a few other things as well. It would be an interesting casting choice. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, as I believe she also starred in Years and Years. Honestly, out of the names that have been selected, this one seems more likely than the likes of Lydia West, Ollie Alexander, and those types. She seems a bit less obvious, but that's why I'm more inclined to believe it. Obviously, this is just someone on Gallifrey base, however, they did apparently leak Capaldi, so take that as you will, but that is all we've got time for this latest Doctor Who leak video. If you did enjoy, be sure to give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the leak, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you later. Shout out to Debs Iona, Shane Smith, Ree Keffin, Seb Lowndes, Jay Monroe, Hash Shandycoot, Patrick Mewson, Simon Ashley, Steve Safaro, Andrew Townsend, Alex Robbins, Michael Dykes, Paul Bryden, Sam Yates, Michael Rhodes, Jerry the Meerkat, Heretic, Bibliotecaria Nerd, Cameron Jefferson, John N, and MetaHoovian. If you want to become a member, feel free to do so. It really helps out. You get exclusive posts, shout outs in every video, and even your own badge and custom emojis to use.